Hey, yo. So I literally just did all of your readings and I love every reading for you. So I know it says pick a card, but you're actually picking a deck here. So yay. Group number 1 is the Cosmic Coven in the house. Group number 2, you got the Double Major in the house. And group number 3, you have the Prisma Vision Tarot deck in his house. Okay. So I shall see you at your reading. Yo, group number 1, I hope you are doing so well. This is going to be quite a doozy, so I highly recommend speeding this video up. If I'm talking too slow, I recommend like 1.25 or 1.5. That's what I do with most readers nowadays. So yeah, let's get it popping. So I have your themes for the first part of this reading regarding your 2025 predictions. So we're about to get started. You're going to step into the energy of Don Juan. Light attribute spotlights your positive seductive qualities. Shadow attribute using the power of romantic attraction for private agendas. And so this is, I don't know why this is giving me Gomez and Morticia Adams. I heard soulmate when I said this. Now listen, group number 1. Let's say you're like me. I've been hearing about this so-called soulmate person coming through in my readings since 2022. Here it is. I'm recording this on Halloween in 2024. Where he at? Well, you might meet this person. You might be just in the energy of Don Juan where you are romanticizing your life. So for those who are single, maybe you are thinking about dating people or dating individuals, or just decide, you know what, let me just date myself. There's nothing wrong with that. I've done it before. I've went to restaurants and movies and stuff by myself. And from a woman's perspective, the only person who have snarky comments are other women. And so it's like, leave those birds alone. They don't understand that you can be all powerful by yourself. This, since I said powerful, this is giving me a theme where you're definitely going to step into your power. This is also giving me dark feminine energy for those who are feminine. Not necessarily dark masculine. I think for the men, this is just stepping more into your feminine essence. Just enjoying life as a whole. What I find interesting about this Don Juan card is that I feel like I heard sexual magic. I'm not going to front. This might be the year where everything that you've been trying to manifest is going to come into fruition. That sounds beautiful. I'm happy for you, group number 1. And so I'm getting that where you're just dancing with life, tangling. You're just having fun. You're doing everything that is supposed to happen for you because that's what something you manifested. For those who are in a relationship or maybe dating, if you do like this individual, it can definitely step up to the next level. I'm definitely getting some bow chicka wow wow up in here. So you might be enjoying your sexuality. Maybe for some of you, maybe you are finally embracing your sexuality. Maybe you have been hidden for a minute because of, unfortunately, people are still ignorant as hell about what individuals find attractive. It's like, look, as long as you're not harming yourself and others, who cares, right? People just want to live, be free, be happy, be autonomous as possible. Some people may not get a chance to live another lifetime. Maybe this is their last lifetime, you know? So why not just allow people to exist? You know what I'm saying? So, wow. All right. My guys are really on it. Blessed. So this could be where you're like, fuck it. I am going to be who I am. I'm going to dance with light, dance with life. So make sure it's light, life, and just enjoying yourself, whether it's with people or not. And it's like, okay, look at you, group 1, already on some stuff, and I love it. So the next theme that we have is friendship. I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Okay. So this could be a year where you are attracting more people into your life. For those that, when I talked about the soulmate relationship, maybe you are going to meet your individual as like through friendships. Maybe you're doing something with friends. Maybe you'll start off as friends, is what I'm picking up. But overall, I believe that this is something where you will be spending more time with friends. And so let's say that you are a busy bee, like most people in this ghetto ass economy where some people have 3 jobs. You're finally, appreciating your friendships more. You want to hang out with them, spend more quality time. For those who don't have any friends, you're going to find your tribe, is what I'm picking up. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty sweet. I love that for you. So it's interesting. That's all I got from that card. We have a next one here. You have surrender your desires to control people. Being over controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. And so you have a red-headed woman. You could be a redhead, but she is holding a snake. She looks a little deceitful. I'm not going to front. So let's say you are a stereotypical Cancerian, such as myself, group number 1, and maybe you sense that somebody within your friendship circle, for example, is a little off. You can tell something is up. Like maybe you pick up a vibe where maybe this person don't mess with you for real, for real. Stereotypical Cancer will use a form of manipulation by wanting to buy gifts or be over people pleasing because we don't want to accept that maybe someone like us. That is pretty much the energy I pick. So if you feel that somebody is off, no need to, mend any bridges or try to use manipulation. Let things flow. It could be something where they're just dealing with stuff and it has nothing to do with you. If you want to have that conversation with somebody, like, hey, I kind of noticed that something is a little off. I want to know if everything is okay. Have I did anything wrong? And that's if you can have a mature conversation with that individual. And it doesn't have to be friendships, for example. It can just be, like I said, can sabotage relationships. Like being over controlling can sabotage relationships. It could be a relationship with your parents. It could be a relationship with your colleagues or cohorts or anything like that. Just let things be. So they're telling you to back off, just allow things to happen. Maybe things are supposed to happen the way it is. And who knows? It may not be anything bad. It could be where they're going through some stuff and maybe they didn't feel comfortable sharing it with anybody, or maybe they felt comfortable sharing it with one person. Don't take it personal. So that is something that I can pick up. Another thing is, let's talk about romantic relationships. Okay. So group number 1, happy lecture for you. Okay. We've all have been guilty of binge watching pick a card videos to see who the hell is our future life partner, future spouse. And we want to know every detail. Let's say that you've been watching maybe 25 pick a card videos from different readers, different timelines, different cards, hell, even different languages. I know that some people from India, they speak 2 languages at the same time doing readings. You might do that. But they keep telling you the same shit about your future spouse where they're not telling you when you're going to meet this person. That's because that you could potentially sabotage you meeting this individual. So let's say, I'll use me for example, freak it. I was supposed to meet my future spouse through school, through church, through gym, through outdoor venues or whatever. Ironically, I do go to school. I do go to the gym. I go to another gym that's actually located inside of a church because my personal trainer is the guy who has a spot there, and he is a member of that church. I don't go outside as much, but the Spirit is not going to tell me. My goodness, I had a brain ding-a-ding, my bad. My personal trainer, for example, you know, spirit is funny. They'll say that, oh, you've already met your spouse. And I thought it was him. And I was like, no, this dude is like totally wifed up with babies. I'm not dealing with that shit. I don't want to be in a third party situation ever again. So I almost sabotaged that. And the reason being that spirit did that is to test me to see how would I react if I knew who my future spouse was. And another one is I was almost going to sabotage it because he is helping me become a healthier person. Like, the guy is absolutely amazing. Like, he loves his wife. And I asked God, I was like, God, please show me signs that he loves his wife and babies. And man, he says, I love my wife. He talks about her all the time. I've met her. She's a beautiful woman. I love their chemistry, their synergy. So it's like, oh, okay. So this was a test from spirit. Have I healed? Have I been in a state of limerence? Folks, if you are new to the channel, I've talked about being in a whole relationship with a married man who I thought it was my twin flame, and I did a podcast about it. So if you resonate with twin flame shit, or you have been the other person, this is not going to be for everybody, but if you're curious about my story, definitely do that. So yeah, spirit wanted me to talk about that. So that is an example of self-sabotaging. You are not supposed to know all the answers about your person, for example, because again, I was tested, and when I saw my now personal trainer, I was like, no, I'm staying away. I became like a chicken shit. And so even if this person was single, I'll probably have like the same reaction, like, oh my God, this is the end all be all. Oh my God, I'm panicking. Back off. Mind your business. That's all. Just mind your business. Okay, that was interesting. I got that from oh my God, like the original Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and they stolen that joke from Eddie Murphy. Anyways, let's continue on to your reading because I'm just babbling. You have new career here. So some people, like, you may be getting a new job. You might find something that is just absolutely amazing for you. And you're like, hell yeah, like this is it. This is something that I want to embark on. For some of you, I heard internship. So you might be in a place where you're going to be an intern somewhere. You find out you like this place a lot, and this is where you want to reside after you graduate from college or whatever. Then this is going to be it, like new career path. I hear you're definitely going to make some big bucks. So big shout out to one of my cohorts. She told me about the Dali Tarot, and she showed it to me because we had a workshop together. So this is Salvador Dali's Tarot, and the card that that Spirit picked out is the Page of Swords. I'm actually going to read from the book, but I'm going to talk about the Page of Swords. So this is a student. So for some of you, you might be going back to school. You might be finishing up school, for example. There's something about education. I'm not really getting a sense of, oh my God, someone's being a spying, nosy Nancy. I'm not picking anything like that. I would have told you a long time ago if that was the case. But no, this is you sharpening your skills. I also get a sense of you sharpening your thinking, your critical thinking, as well as your communication in the year of 2025. I believe that this is giving me like a vibe where you are not only a teacher, but a student. It's like you have some form of duality about you where you have enough wisdom to share, but you also recognize that you have a lot to learn. And so you are just stepping forward and say, you know what, I'm going to use what I got to get what I want. And no, I'm not using the whole logic from Players Club. Like, you're using your skills, what you got to get what you want, what you desire. So if you desire to have a sustainable living, you have the skills to do so that would help you make more money. For you, I heard recognition. So if that's what you want, you got it. Like, you got it. For you to get the recognition, hell, it can be recognition that, look, I am group number 1 and I am the shit. Okay, I am the sugar, honey, and iced tea. Okay, sugar, honey, and iced tea. So we have the Page of Swords, and they have practical advice for you. It says, take things more lightly. Take the sword into your hand. Do not delegate your power of discernment to others. The value of a new idea cannot be judged by that which is, but only by that which will be. You might sense that a little bit that man can comprehend is much smaller than that which is. It makes a big difference whether or not you can comprehend your individual contributions and put your abilities to good use in order to make life easier, more deliberate, and more fun for yourself and for your fellow human beings. That is so funny. Yeah, like I didn't even read this book while I was talking about the Page of Swords, but yeah, it's using what you got to get what you want. So again, I'm a messy tarot card reader myself, okay? We love talking about somebody spying on you. You might got a stalker. Even if you did, fuck them. This is mostly you focusing on what is important for you, group number one. So I love that for you. Hold on to your butts. Somebody might like Jurassic Park, but hold on to your butts. I have a second part of the reading where I am breaking down each month for you. So yeah, I'll see you there. Okay, so what we have for the month of January, you have happy, and there is a beautiful melanated woman who is sitting on top of an egg, crisscross applesauce or lotus position. And there's some stars around her. So January, you're gonna start off the year just so freaking happy. You could be spending time with your friends on New Year's Eve, and you're having a good time. Probably listen to some good goofy music. For example, if you want to listen to like a mashup of SpongeBob and Bad and Bougie by the Migos, please do. Like, if you're into that goofy mashup like that, I thought that was so funny. So you might do stuff like that with your friends, and January 1st come through and everything is just going great. You feel happy. You're just surrounded by your loved ones. That is the vibe that I'm picking up here in January. It's just going to be a whole vibe for you. Like, yes, everything is just blossoming. I'm getting blessings with this happy. So people might see this the Tower card and be like, oh God, so what's going to diminish my happiness? Nothing, actually. I think with the happy and Tower card, this is a big change for you. Now, when I flipped this, it fell sideways, and I asked my pendulum and dowsing, should I take reversals? They said no, but I am going to read the energy of sideways because I remember it fell that way. So with the Tower, we know about chaos and upheaval. To me, this is you embarking on your own personal power. This is the energy of Mars, and Mars is the planet of passion. So you are just really stepping into your passions here. You might be a little aggressive, but this is a time where you are full on taking action. I'm hearing that instead of talking the talk, you're actually walking it. You are this embodiment of whatever it is that you have unlocked, and it's supposed to bring you happiness. I'm also seeing you stepping into the role of being courageous, doing things that make you feel a little funny in your belly, like, oh my God, I'm dealing with anxiety. And to me, I feel like if you are supposed to do something, this is what you want to do, and you have like this weird anxiety in your belly, that is saying you're stepping forward to that path. Now, you can pay attention to your body in terms of what that means to you, but the fact that I have anxiety from this reading, but it's not a bad thing, it's not necessarily fear per se. It's like, ooh, this is good. Maybe you are unleashing some kind of power within your belly, maybe something importance of your solar plexus chakra. Definitely look that up, because I don't know much about that, to be for real. Like, I don't. But yeah, it's just giving me a sense where you are full on stepping into your power, and you about to be so gangster with that shit. Oh my God, group number one, like, I'm hyped for you. So February, you have truth be told. You have an owl, a cute little owl, and there's a window, and there's like a new opening coming through with some hearts. And it's interesting, a number 14. So February 14 in the United States is Valentine's Day. But you have a mask. So with this is what I'm picking up intuitively with truth be told, is that some truth is coming out. Maybe somebody, or maybe you are fully taking off your mask. And what's associated with this is the Three of Pentacles. This is talking about collaboration. And so I've mentioned about new career. Maybe you're doing internships if you're in school. Truth be told is you're going to know who you really are in a professional matter through working with people, how you work well with others, who are you willing to collaborate with, is what I'm picking up in February. So yeah, to me, I'm also getting like a nice slow and steady kind of thing. You might hear something on Valentine's Day. I can't guarantee if it's about a date or anything like that, but maybe around that time, you might hear something that is loving. As I've mentioned, you had the owl with the window and there are hearts coming out of it. So you might hear some good news that is loving. I love that for you, group number 1. So you have the Y card. Another person wearing a mask. There is a book with a question mark and some feathers. So intuitively speaking, with the Y card, you are going to be questioning things in the month of March. You have the Cosmic Coven. I call it the fake arcana, but this is actually the name of the deck that I'm using for you. But this is about a community. So maybe you are going to be questioning friendships. As I mentioned, you might see something that's a bit off. But as I mentioned, with the surrender to wanting to control people, this is where let things be. More truth is coming through. So quick little message here, group number 1. When I wanted to find out in late 2023 the truth about my so-called twin flame, who is my employer, I kept asking Spirit, tell me the truth. I also kept asking Spirit to tell me the truth about one person who used to be my pen pal, about expose me for who she really is, how she feel about me. I actually got what I wanted, and it's funny enough, those two people are not in my life. If you really want to know the truth, I'm going to let you know you're going to be pissed off. There is a probability that you'll be pissed off because you might not hear something that you want to hear. Rather, it is something that you need to hear. So there are going to be certain questions here. So yeah, like if I were to guess an emotion for the month of March 2025, this would be something where it's like in the gray area, like kind of neutral. So in April, we have Between Worlds. We have a flamingo where the left side is all doom and gloom. The other side is positive. So you are, in my opinion, let me show you. In my opinion, you are totally stepping in the right direction. But right now, you're just in between worlds. I heard come to the edge. I believe this deck has a card that says come to the edge. What was that one rapper that died? When you say, take me to the edge, all my friends are dead. And it's like, what? I don't know what's that about. So, if you feel comfortable about how that message resonate with you, then sure. But Between Worlds is that you are literally what it says, in between worlds of something where you're like, oh. But it's not a bad thing. And I say this because you have the King of Wands. This is you full, full stepping into your big pimp daddy energy. I don't care what gender you are. It's like big pimp, like straight pimping energy is what I'm picking up. In my language, pimp is like good, not pimp as oh my god, I'm gonna abuse women and this is my bottom bitch. No, this is you stepping into big daddy. Look at me, like I am not talking, I am walking the freaking walk. You can't tell me shit. You are stepping into a really powerful role. I am definitely picking up like there's like some form of inner transformation here with the King of Wands. You might be getting your hair did. Your hair might be longer. You might have new outfits, but it's like you know what you, oh, I heard, you know what you bring to the table. So it's like, this is what I got. My passion can start off like this with this big fireball, but if I want to blow this entire town up, I can. Try me. Oh, damn. Oh, shit. I love that energy. It's like, ooh. I don't know if it's like my Scorpio rising or my Aries North Node. I don't know, but let's continue. We have unfinished symphony. There's another thing about egg. There's some musical notes here, a piano. I like to say piano. So maybe someone says that too, who's a big goofball like me. To me, this looks like a pretty gesture, but this is also looking like somebody who is stepping into the full energy here with unfinished symphony. So maybe something from your past is coming through that it needs to be closed out. Maybe somebody might be coming back. If it has nothing to do with a person, it could be more like a skill. It could be something in terms of, maybe you put away. What am I trying to say, Spirit? Really, I was like on the flow. It could be something where you were working on something and it wasn't coming to fruition, and now you're coming back to it. And I really think this is true because you do have the Seven of Pentacles. This woman here is nurturing what she is growing. They're becoming beautiful sunflowers for her with the Seven of Pentacles. So this is where, if you are trying to get back to a certain skill, do something for you that benefits you. Maybe this has something to do with career. Maybe this is the energy of the Page of Swords that I read earlier. You are finally finding the right ingredients for this to prosper. So this here in the month of May, it is asking you to be patient about your growth. So June, we have all that glitters. Another thing about masks, but the masks are off. They're off here. So, this is giving me the saying that all that glitters isn't gold. Okay. So I'm getting a sense of too good to be true. I don't know why. But Spirit, you want me to tap into that? They said no. Okay. I won't tap into that. All that glitter. So, to me, it's more of things will be exposed for what they are, is what I'm picking up. Again, you have two masks that are off. This is associated with the King of Cups here. So the King of Cups is someone who has emotional intelligence here. To me, this is giving me some kind of romantic things going on. So maybe in the first part of that reading, you might have met somebody who you started becoming friends with. Maybe it is a work colleague. They're finally letting their, masks off and say, hey, I actually like you. You want to go on a date. And it's like, okay. And the thing is, I'm not really picking up anything bad, but I still want to give you a nice little caution here, group number one. All that glitters isn't gold. So if you are starting to really, I said jate. What the hell is that? It was like June and date at the same time. But if you are starting to date in the month of June and you're dating multiple people, please, please, please exercise your discernment. Use your skills that you have. Again, Page of Swords. This is definitely the energy that you're going to be in the year 2025. And so what I'm picking up, group number one, is that Spirit is saying that, okay, let's say you dated ashy dust balls that finally went back to hell. You've learned your big lessons when it came to romantic partners, hell, even friendships. So this person might seem like a good catch, but use your internal discernment. What is something that's a bit off about them? And I'm not saying go out here and look for it, like you sabotaging the situation. But if you're picking up little subtle signs that makes you a bit uncomfortable, I don't care if this person is rich, he got 6 figures, she got 6 figures or whatever, look good, body on point, but something is off. If you're picking up the sign of one of these things is not like the other, maybe you're a fan of video games that play Among Us, and maybe this is like an imposter. Spirit just said use your discernment on that. But if this person check out, go ahead and continue. So again, this is like kind of neutral. I will say that. Hopefully that makes sense. So in July, you have to be fair. You have this woman. Oh, this is a Libra scale. Okay. You have another thing of owl. So I would say wisdom is coming through, birthing new things too, because eggs kept showing up. But you have one is an egg or a rock, I assume, and the other one is a fortune cookie. So yeah, to be fair, things are going to be balancing for you. I also heard a little bit of a message of pick a side, but I think overall things are going to be fair for you, where you don't have to worry much in July. And so 2 cards came through. The Ace of Swords flipped over, but the World card flipped over and landed on top of to be fair. So yes, you have the World here with good old Sagittarius. I heard not Sagittarius. This is not Sagittarius. Merp, my bad. The World is Saturn. It is Capricorn energy. And I heard Sagittarius, not terrorist. Yeah, some people don't like Sag. I like Sages. They're pretty cool. And then as I mentioned, you have the Ace of Swords. I think you're going to have an epiphany about something, and things are going to come to a full circle where things have ended. You've completed a cycle. Now, I remember this commenter. She called herself well, it wasn't truth be told. Her username was common sense, and boy, the dimwit lacked all types of common sense. Okay, she was really trying to put me in her place, because allegedly she picked a pick a card video for her friend that said that she wasn't destined to get married. She said I was super wrong. And it's like, well, if I was super wrong, why are you pressed over little old me? You know what I'm saying? But the World card came through. Maybe she might accidentally click on this reading because I changed my logo. And, I might have like a commenter that be like, oh, no, not you again. I'm like, oh, no, sorry. Oh, sorry. I didn't disappear for your liking. I don't know why that bitch coming through. I don't know why. It just gave me that reminder. Who cares, group number 1? I just had like a random ass ADHD temper tantrum, I suppose. But listen, let's get back to it. The world wants to continue to talk. This is a planet of karma, okay? This is about structure, law, restrictions, boundaries, discipline, responsibility, obligations, and ambition. And it's funny that they have law, and then there's the scale here with to be fair. Like I said, things are going to be balanced. Like you are ending tough cycles, or it was like a weird cycle for you that was just absolute shit. It's gone now. And so now you've acquired a new skill, is what I'm picking up here with the Ace of Swords. You are going to use that skill for your benefit. Again, I've mentioned that this was an epiphany moment. So you might have an epiphany about something, and it's like, oh, well, it's closed now. So July 1 to talk. Let me continue, because I like to waffle. So in August, you have time to go. And so there is a pathway that's leading to a closed door. And so you are about to leave some shit behind. I heard this is a last hurdle. So, let's say you're in school. Let's say that you're in your last year. It's time to go. Like, it's time to finish things off. Time to go could be where you're just moving on from something, and once you close that door, it is permanently shut. You have temperance in the house associated with it. Now, this is Sagittarius energy. This is another thing of you being balanced, okay? And so Sagittarius, it is the house of spirituality, higher learning, religion, law, travel, ideology, okay? But this is also a healing card too. And so this, in my opinion, could be something where it's time to go in terms of leaving the past behind. Fuck the past. This is not Back to the Future where you find a DeLorean and you can go back in the past and alter stuff. Like, what happened in the past, you can't control it. It already happened. And so you're becoming in a space of even more balance in the month of August, where things are just good. I heard smooth sailing, so I love that for you, group number one. But let's continue. We have community with September. You have a baby giraffe and a mama giraffe in this hut. There's some birds coming through. So you have another theme about community. Maybe you are definitely reconnecting with friends in the month of September, talking with them. Maybe you have a friend of yours who gave birth to their child, and you're seeing their kid and you're seeing how they are becoming a parent. I'm not really picking up pregnancy vibes for anybody here, so I'm going to say a small few. Maybe you have became pregnant and now you have like a Virgo or Libra baby in September. I don't know. Ooh, excuse me. But you have a strong community that is important here in September. The card associated with this is the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles can talk about holding on to things. This is about savings. But you see how she is caressing that pentacle. She is not being aggressive about it. This is, to me, I heard memories. So this is like holding on to memories, holding on or savoring the moment when you are hanging out with your friends in September. And to me, the vibe or the energy that I'm picking up from this particular card is that you are relaxed. Again, it's giving me nurturing vibes. You're not really holding on too tightly, but you are embracing it, like you're giving it a hug. I think there's going to be a lot of cherished moments happening in the month of September regarding friends, family, and etc. So let's talk about Octubre. You have building blocks. To me, this looks like Tetris, but you have a woman standing here, and is she wearing a mask? Kinda, I guess. I mean, it's not so noticeable, but I see antlers. But building blocks, like you're building something in October, which is cool. All right. So maybe things this month here, May, is communicating. Maybe something that you have been growing, it is definitely coming to fruition here with building blocks. But you got the Seven of Swords. Now, when this failed, it was in the reverse. I will say this. The Seven of Swords, people know this is about lying, being deceitful, being sneaky. But I also associate the Seven of Swords of being strategic. You see where she's like, shh. And it's like, yeah, she's stealing swords. In this regard, I feel like you are learning things, like you're using your skills, but I think you're being quiet about something that you're building. You're keeping it a secret. Again, I know that the Seven of Swords can talk about deceitful energy. I'm not really picking that vibe when it comes to building block card. It is a vibe where it's like, I'm keeping quiet. I'm being strategic. I'm using what I got. I'm not stealing anything, but you know, I'm just keeping quiet, and whatever happens, I'm only going to talk about it after it happens. So that's, again, that is the vibe I'm picking up. And if something sneaky happens, sucks, like my bad, but I'm not really picking that up where somebody is being on some bullshit. So you have November. There's a door closed. There's a chest, someone holding the chessboard, and there is a fortune cookie that says nope, and it's not for you. So something is not for you. That is pretty much self-explanatory here about this door closed. You have the Fool card associated with it. This is Uranus energy. This is Aquarius energy. Okay, so Aquarius, they are the planets of rebellion. This is about unpredictable changes, reformation, the future, possibly something with technology. Not for you is that there might be a path that is opening up that is better. And when I said the word path, the first thing that popped in my mind is something less traveled. So maybe with the building blocks, Okay. Shit, hold on. Let me tell this story here. So with building blocks, I mean, maybe you're keeping quiet about something, but then you find out it's not for you. Maybe everything that you build up, you're overworking. And it's like, it's not for you because you're doing too much. There is a better path for you that would help you with whatever endeavor that you're trying to build here. Hey, okay. All right, I like that. I like that. Shit. All right, wow, I didn't need to sound like that. Lastly, in December, you have poised with this pretty fairy. She got a nice body, so I think maybe y'all are gonna lose weight. Since I mentioned that, or maybe you are appreciating your body size or your body type. I meant to say size, but whatever, type. But yeah, you have poise. You're gonna end the year on a good note, which is great. That is awesome. You're gonna be balancing and juggling a lot here with the Two of Pentacles. I'm not gonna front. And so December is a busy time of year. December is where there's Christmas. Like, this is literally after Thanksgiving in the United States. Then there's Christmas, and then there's New Year's. And so you're probably going to spend more time with friends. And I also heard wrapping things up. So the fact that you have Pentacles here, it could be something about work or school. It's just two things or maybe more things that you are juggling. And you're like, oh, I'm busy. But, you're going to keep your cool about it. You will be poised about it. You'll be okay. You know how to handle it. So, again, I think like maybe October, November, December, it's all like linked together about what it is that you're building. You overdid something in October. It wasn't right for you, or something was like even better. So there's a new path that you're going through. And it's like, all right, this is a better path. I don't have to do too much like I did in October. But, I'm good. Like, this is okay. This is like nice. It's going to help me be balanced is what I'm picking up here. So, baby, group number 1. This is your overall reading in the year 2025. That was a doozy. This has been over 40 minutes. So I appreciate you so much for being patient, listening to me. Again, I hope you did speed this reading up. But anyways, if you enjoy the content, you already know what to do. Thank you for choosing me to be your tarot card reader for today. And I shall see you in another pick a card video. Best wishes, my darling. Talk to you later. Peace. Group 2, what's up? So this reading is going to be a doozy. I highly recommend you speeding it up to either 1.25 or 1.5, or you can do whatever you want because you're group number 2 and stuff. So let's talk about your overall theme for the year 2025. So the energy that you will be embodying is the damsel. It says light attributes. Understanding the nature of healthy romance inspires you to rely on yourself. Shadow attributes. Waiting for a knight to provide for you. Seduction by romantic illusion. So there is a woman. She definitely looks like a damsel. I ain't gonna front. But to me, it looks like, even though it's not a mirror, it looks like a mirror that's around her. With this damsel card, I think you're going to do a lot of self-reflections about your love life. I heard epiphanies and truths. I don't know what that is about, but that is the energy I am picking up here. I also heard the word hopeless romantic, and I also heard the word hopeless. So it's interesting. That's all I picked up with the damsel, but we will continue on with your reading. You have the courage card, and it says, I find the inner strength to face fear with confidence. Yay. Okay, so you are going to be in a space of being a courageous individual, like it says, right? But you're going to be bold. You're going to be brave. To me, this is giving me Leo vibes. I don't know if you are a fire sign or you have any fire sign placements, but I picture a cowardly lion, but you're still moving on and, doing things because you understand that fear is an acronym. False evidence appearing real. And it's like, oh, okay. Sure, I guess like that's pretty raw. Group number 2. But yeah, you're going to be in this energy of being courageous. Damsel is not really telling me anything else associated with the courage card. So I am going to move forward with surrender stress. And it says, take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. And so this lady, she looked like she's taking a big ass deep breath away. She's just emerging from the water. But I think this is a space where you're just emerging. I'm getting a vibe here that your theme for 2025 is that you're going to be vulnerable, and it's going to take a lot of courage for you to step into that vulnerable position. And that might be something that's hella uncomfortable for you. I don't know why I'm getting a sense of hyper independent vibes here, group number 2, but maybe your hyper independence is stressing you out. Maybe you do need help. Maybe this is the time, like the courage to ask people for help. But I'm also hearing, please follow your intuition. I think that's like the main message here, is follow your intuition in terms of being vulnerable, knowing who you can trust. You might have had like a crappy 2024, and maybe a past few years has just been hella stressful for you. But this is the time for you to receive the help that you deserve. So you have take the next steps now. I don't know what's going on. You know, you group number 2, you know what you have to do. You know what you know, or you know what you don't know. Really, Spirit? You gonna, okay, you're funny. What? All right, whatever. You know what you have to do. And so you know that you have to make this particular action. And I think that's the hard part. Maybe this is something that you are stressing out over. Maybe this might have something to do with a relationship that is ending, or some kind of ending with Damsel. I am picking that up now. But you do have an overall theme here. You have the Dolly Tarot that I'm using, and it's the 4 of Cups. So big shout out to one of my cohorts. I met her the first time taking a somatic workshop, and she knew that I like tarot, so she brought this this tarot deck, and I was like, oh shit, it was on sale, so it was for me. I need to go out and get it. All right, but yeah, anyways, you have the 4 of Cups. I am going to read from the book, but intuitively speaking about the 4 of Cups, you have this man who is vulnerable, as I mentioned, and he's in the nude. And so this is going to be such a vulnerable time for you that is hella uncomfortable here for my sweet independent individuals that's watching group number 2. This is not a card of boredom. It can be, but I am not getting boredom. I'm getting self-loathing. To me, this is giving me the energy of the 5 of Cups. There is somebody who's willing to help. It's a matter of you. When are you going to look up and see that there are individuals out here? I heard community. There's individuals, or an individual who is willing to help you with this process that you're stressing over, to help build the courage that you desire. I don't know what happened with these 3 cups. Maybe 3 things that happened to you that ultimately suck, but you have that 1 cup that is going to help fulfill you and help you with your quest. It is a matter of, when are you going to look up? When are you going to ask for help? When are you going to accept that people want to help you? Okay, all right. Spirit is like going in. But in this book, I'm actually going to read the practical advice, what the 4 of Cups mean here. And it says, explore your feelings, relax, and allow your spirit to flow. Define your boundaries. It is in deep meditation and in silence that you will find the right words to express your previously mute previously mute emotions and experiences. It's funny I said expressions. Interesting. But yeah, so this is an emotional time. Deep breaths with here. I think I don't know why I hear, what is his name? Infinite Waters Diving Deep. His name is Ralph Smart, I believe. And he always talks about being vegan. Okay. But he says, step into that good old prana. I don't know what prana is. I'm not going to front. But when I think of prana, I think of step into that good old air, good old energy is what I'm picking up. But you have a lot. Oh, shit. Group 2. You have a lot of anxiety in your stomach. And I don't like it. It felt like knives for a minute. You are really dealing with some shit. I think you have been suppressing a lot that is going on, and you're putting up a happy face. 2025, you're going to realize that, you know what, it's okay to be vulnerable. I'll just tell people what's up. I heard something about a story, so maybe you are sharing your story about what's been going on. How did you learn from it? You're going to have a lot of supporters that is willing to help you. It's just a matter of you taking the next step. If you can't figure out how to take that next step, the Four of Cups is asking you to slow your roll. I don't know who Smoking Joe is, but I heard that from Martin, the sitcom series. But it's like, slow your roll, breathe, meditate. This could be a time where you might want to embark yoga. I'm hearing yoga for whatever reason. Do something with your body that is going to help you release some tension. It's interesting. I'm not picking up any pentacle cards because that is associating with the body. So you might want to go and work out. You might want to see a holistic healer that can help get some of that tension out of your belly, because it's just raw. It's just out there and it's uncomfortable. And whatever you're dealing with, I can imagine how uncomfortable it is. You are in your body 24/7. Okay. So, you know, trying to suppress it, it's not really helping. I'm just saying it's not really helping. So this is the time for you to just release it. Anything else, Spirit? No. So I'm going to go with part 2. I'm going to dive into all 12 months of what to expect in the year 2025. All right. So in January, you have round and round. There's a phase here, and this looks like a shell, but it's going in spirals. Something is going on with your mind mentally. Now, I'm letting you know, group number 2, you have some interesting some cards that came through. I asked Spirit, do I need to use another tarot card deck? They said yes. So I'm using double major, where you have the original court cards and major arcanas, and you have the alternative. Just letting you know that. So in the year 2025, it's going to be a big ass deal for you. So yeah, it's going to be a lot. I will say this. And so the first card that came through, you have the Death card. And what's interesting is that instead of having like an elderly woman, someone's dying, this is the Magician. The Magician have all of their suits, the cup, the sword, the pentacle, and the wand is gone. And the Magician is asking or pleading for forgiveness. So round and round, I'm getting a sense here that a huge ending is coming with the round and round card, because you've been thinking about it. Maybe you are ending something with a person. You like, you know, I heard divorce. So you're just like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm about to have a divorce. I'm about to get a divorce from you, or I'm about to sever ties with you. Fuck you. Fuck you. I've thought about this for so long. You're the Magician. You're a hardcore fucking manipulator. Oh my God. Group 2, you're gonna be pissed. Your emotions are coming out, because you are stepping into your power. This is Saturn energy. This is the house of sex and death. You are ending something. You are letting go of something. You are transforming. So let me go back to that channel energy, because you are about to let that shit happen. Have it with this individual. You're a lying piece of shit, a manipulating son of a bitch. I don't want nothing to do with you. I'm tired. I want to end this. You served nothing. You fucked up my pockets. You played in my face. You think I'm supposed to give you unconditional tolerance? You don't even love me because you don't even love yourself. Oh, damn. This is shit. This ain't funny. This is not funny at all, but honey, you ain't playing. I don't know who the hell you dogging out, but you better dog the hell out of this mother freaker. I swear this is the age of truth. You are saying what you have to say because you are tired. Now, black people, we say we tired, but you are tired. And I'm talking about capital D at the end, 15 exclamation marks. That's how tired you are. You're going to let it rip. Blessed. And you want to know what's funny? In February, you got the blessed card. Man, after you say what you have to say, let that mother freaker have it. Man, you're going to feel calm. You're like, oh, I'm going to go take care of my body now. This is funny. I'm sorry. This is funny. You're going to feel so blessed. I think you're going to receive so many rewards. You're going to be in a space of focusing on you. Maybe the people that have played in your face, lied to you, was just on some bullshit. You have sacrificed or compromised your integrity, your boundaries, your values, or whatever to this individual. You're like, let me focus on me. Like, I'm going to be blessed regardless. You're not even worried about anything like karmic related, like, oh, I'm gonna get karma for saying something. I think this was a long time coming, so you're just like, yeah, I'm cool. The card you have, the alternative temperance card. This is her taking a pause and just enjoying life. In February, you are definitely going to enjoy life. You're balanced enough. You don't need to do things in moderation anymore. You see that she dropped her cups, like this little funky ass cup here is just chilling in the water, and she's like, you know what, I'm enjoying this butterfly. You might go out and travel too. Temperance is associated with Sagittarius, and they're known as travelers. So you might go somewhere by yourself, maybe go to a retreat and just think about everything that has happened. I heard like within the past 10 years. I don't know what that's about, but you're just going to be at ease, which is interesting. I love that for you. So you do have Imagine. You have the moon here. You have like I'm gonna say like this moon is like a balloon. Something with regarding the 20th. I don't know why I wanted to share that, but it's very blue here. And so this is giving me Pisces energy. Pisces are known as dreamers. And so you are imagining something. Now, I will say you have the alternative court card of the King of Pentacles, where somebody is hiding money or tucking money in. And so this is giving me, my guides wanted to say, well, I wanted to say deceit. My guides told me not to, but I wanted to share that anyway. I think you have some money stashed up you didn't tell anybody about. So maybe you are imagining things. Maybe you are imagining that the person you raw dog the hell out of, they deserved it. They might have some money. Maybe you are imagining that this is also something to do with business. Oh shit, you know what I hear? Okay, this is what I just heard. Shout out to those who were born or grew up in Cleveland, Ohio. Cuyahoga in the house. Remember when LeBron James went to Miami Heat and he said he was taking his talents and run or dip, and everybody got pissed off to a point where they destroyed ads, merchandise, anything with LeBron James, and then he came back here and gave us a ring finally. This is you saying, I'm taking my talents and I'm out. I don't know if you help somebody in a business, but they about to, Maybe you're imagining it doing it and you want to know what would happen if you do take your talents away. I'm laughing because it's gonna crumble. I'm telling you, like, I don't know who fucked you over group number 2, but fuck them. Okay, anyways, you got the thinker card. You have a fairy hair sitting on a block. That's pretty much the image that's just picking up. So it's just, you'll be thinking in the month of April about something. So it's something about your imaginations and thinking. My guides wanted to say something associated with it, but I just couldn't. You will definitely be in your head a lot here in March and April. So I grabbed this. I believe this is the rainbow moonstone. I don't know what that means, but if you are somebody that's into stones, maybe there's something significant. But I grabbed her because you have the star card, and you know, she has her over the boulder shoulder holders out. Okay, so I am covering her up, you know. But the star is about being vulnerable. So again, you have a theme of being vulnerable, dropping your guard, your armor. And to me, this is giving me healing energy after the tower. Okay, so in this comes after the tower actually, but wishes are coming true with this thinking. So you're definitely going to be spending time in meditation, contemplating on things that is happening and contemplating in terms of what it is that you must do. So with the month of May, you have the alternative death card. I can't wait to show you, but it says no place like home. You might be moving. You might say, fuck this damn home, fuck this home that I share with this individual. You can burn the motherfucker if you want to. You can demolish it. Hell, you might turn to an Airbnb. I don't know. Make some money, okay? If that's something you were thinking about, I'm saying make some money. But yeah, no place like home. You're going to either physically move, or you are transitioning to not a new vessel in terms of you're going to die. I'm not picking that up. But when I say like a new vessel, it's like you dealt with this transformation and you are becoming a new person. So you're going to start feeling like home within yourself. I'm also getting a sense of community. And as I mentioned, you do have the alternative death card where the magician is left to die. All right. So yes, this person gonna be asked the fuck out. Whoever you are leaving, they are homeless. They gotta start all the way over. All the way over. I don't know why I'm happy about this group too. You're probably like, man, this is not happy. This is the energy of I'm being petty and I'm doing shit out of spite for myself, because I have learned that trying to be a good person don't really, there's a difference between being too nice and being kind. Being too nice is where you're over giving, not being kind to yourself, in my opinion, but you're just in the essence of being kind. You notice the difference between being too nice and being kind. You're like, you know what, I need to be kind to myself because I have been too nice for people, and by showing that too niceness, they've taken advantage of my kindness. And you know, you have such a big ass heart. Something's going on with my heart chakra where it's just, it feels like it's expanding, and I think that's what's happening for you. Your heart is expanding, and the person you left to rot, they're assed out. And at that point, it was well deserved, because you realized you were the glue to hold on to whatever foundation. Damn. Okay. Anyways, June, you have here and now. There's an egg, but there's a door. There's a child fairy person. And what sign that it says? It says you are here. Okay, so you are in the present. You are supposed to be in the present. I don't really think that you're thinking too much about the past or the future. You are learning to be, like the card said, present, pretty much in the here and now. And this is associated with the High Priestess. This is the Moon card. Moon is associated with Cancer. Okay. Cancerian. Maybe something will happen in Cancerian season because this is June. So maybe between Gemini and Cancerian season. So the moon is the planet of emotions. It's also associated with the unconsciousness, instincts, intuition, moods, creativity, habits, and cycles. This is also my shut the freak up card. So I think you are going to do less talking. And in this, yeah, it's giving me less talking. I can't even tell you anything else. I think when the here and now, you are not supposed to know what's going to happen in June, but it's just giving me like in betweenness here, because you have night and day. Even though it had like different words here on these pillars, but night and day, you're right in between in the here and now. I'm not really picking up anything bad, so I would say that here in the month of June, no need to worry. But baby, you about to have a new life in July. Okay, you are definitely emerging. There is this cute little fairy lady who looks like she got out from her slumber. Masks are off. Oh, you've been cracked open because this is an egg. Yeah, you are now full on emerging to be the man or woman you are supposed to be. Group number 2. Godly, this is a celebration. This is everything that you've dealt with, stepping into your full on power. I mean, you got Scorpio coming through in the house, you got Cancer coming through, you have Aquarius and Sagittarius. Like, I think you're just going to be in, I don't know why I read these signs, but you're just going to be in the embodiment of, I heard all the zodiac signs. I don't know what the hell that means. So if you want to take it there like petty Scorpio, you can. If you want to be more philosophical like a Sagittarius, you can. If you want to become rebellious and be like a weirdo alien, stereotypical Aquarius, you sure the fuck can. If you want to be, I don't like, look, Cancerians are not crybabies, all right? We're just highly emotional and sensitive. But if you want to step into your sensitivity, you can. If again, this is coming back with May of internally moving house, like a new vessel. Like, you realize you can become the magician, but not the magicians or the manipulators that you have dealt with. I think you can manipulate things into your favor that doesn't hurt people, because you understand that those who have been deceitful behind your back, they will get their due diligence. You don't have to worry about it. But yeah, this is like you emerging to some kind of power. This is giving me magician vibes altogether, but you're not like the bad manipulator. You're like the really good one. That is an interesting message, Spirit. Okay, so you have the Queen of Pentacles. There's a white peacock in the house. This woman is just to me, it looks like she gave birth to her pentacle. But this is the vibe that I'm picking up here. Like, you are just going to be full on nurturing. Cancerians are nurturers too. So maybe something significant is going to happen in Cancer season. But it's like you gave birth to something and you're nurturing. And this is just you giving birth to you. This is you mothering yourself. This is you, whatever investment that I've mentioned earlier, or, you know, your talents, whatever, it's blossoming. You don't have to worry about a goddamn thing. And that is so cool. So let's talk about August. You have why. And so you have a person wearing a mask, and there is a flying book with a question mark. So you are asking questions, and this in the energy of why in August. Something's gonna happen in Leo season, and I don't like this card. This is the alternative strength card. This is the lion attacking the woman behind her back. So August is gonna be kind of shitty. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Group number 2. Somebody is going to do something behind your back, and I don't like it. I don't like this person. They're a bitch, in my opinion. I'm just gonna flat out say it. I mean, capital B, capital I, capital H. Like, I'm fully emphasizing how much of a bitch that they are, okay? Like, I had to say it like really hard, okay? Somebody's going to stab you in the back. You're going to ask why. Somebody might attack you. You're going to ask why. I don't know why they did it. So she is talking, the high priestess. Don't tell everybody your plans. Please don't. If this can be prevented in the month of August, don't share everything that you got going on, because somebody in your circle, I'm hearing the word circle, is going to do something behind your back, and that's because they find you, oh shit, they find you intimidating because they were used to the old you that they benefit out of. So you're going to be surprised that somebody who you thought were cool as hell was definitely playing in your face, thought shit was fun and games, and they're going to get you. I don't like, what a, see you next Tuesday. You can't spell unt without you in it, right? So anyways, you have poise. You have this fairy lady that's like jumping for joy. She got a nice figure. You might like your body around this time with poise, but this is in the month of September. So to me, whatever happened, I don't think it's going to bother you all like that, because you're going to keep your cool. The old you, I heard mollywop. The old you would have mollywopped that individual, but you are just so blessed that this person is not even remotely important. Fuck them. Fuck them. I've been trying not to cuss, but this one I have to pull out the energy of I'm a gangster, okay? You got that gangster in you, group number 2, so I'm just picking up the vibe. You're going to be cool. Oh my God, I'm laughing because you have the alternative moon card. Group 2, I don't know what the hell you're going to do in September, but you have the alternative moon card where the wolf and the dog ran away from this lobster. And they're going, I. So that's the energy I'm picking up. This mother freaker thought they were all that in a bag of chips, and come to find out they were the coward. So they might thought that they were big and bad with this coward, not cowardly, but with this lion card. But you came out, something happened. I don't know what happened. This is just giving me energy vibes. Something happened to a point where they're like, oh shit. I thought I knew who I was messing with, and I tapped the beast, okay? And they did. The moon is associated with Pisces. Pisces is the house of secrets, hidden desires, dreams, fantasies, and fears. This is giving me more fear-based, that somebody is definitely going to be scared of you, and it's just because of how calm you are. Shit ain't bothering you as much like it used to. Again, I heard mollywop. You would have definitely put a B word in her place by whooping her A. You're not even doing that. It's just the presence and the energy alone is so intimidating. This is the kind of person that if they were to see you, if they were to cross paths with you outside or in public, they would do everything in their power to avoid you, because to me, this is like a guilty conscience of them being an absolute PUSSY. I heard that in Kendrick Lamar voice. There, he called Drake that. And so I love that for you. Like, you are just like a gangster, group 2. Like, I hardcore like you. But yeah, something ended up being exposed, and now the same people who thought they were okay to attack you, now they have their tail tucked between their legs, and that's funny. So we have October with serendipity, and you have some 4-leaf clovers in the house. Luck is a coming. Spirit, did you really want me to say that? Luck is coming. How about that? Okay. Luck is coming, and it's coming in fast with the Knight of Swords. It's charging. I think this is you. I don't know why I heard manifestation with the Knight of Swords, but this is like giving me fast communication. Something it is that you want is coming in real fast because it was meant for you. It's like, yes, about time. I don't know why I said it like that, but it's like about time where luck is coming. in the month of October. So this one, you definitely don't need to worry. But I think you will be utilizing your voice and your critical thinking, and you're going to charge at it. You are definitely an action oriented individual in this month. So in November, you have the breathe card. This is woman is in crisscross applesauce in a lotus position, and she's on a, is this a lily pad? I believe that it's called, but she's serene with this breathe card. So you're going to be chilling, but I ain't going to front. You got a funny alternative Knight of Cups here. This person is full on inebriating, riding their damn horse backwards, okay? So this here with the breathe card in November, I think you're going to have fun. I think in November, girl talk. And Thanksgiving, you're going to have fun, or something around the holidays. You're going to be so goofy, having fun, letting people like really see who you really are, that you might be a happy drunk. But the cool thing about the Knight of Cups here is that their horse is so loyal. They're like, oh, my human is being stupid again. I know where to go. I'm going to take him home. And so you are fine. I think you are just going to be fully relaxed, but having fun. I don't know why I'm picturing like a group of women just, you know, the usual, drinking wine. If you're not a wine person, you like beer, you're drinking beer. And you're just cackling, having fun, maybe having like a potluck, going somewhere in someone's home, traveling. I get a sense of travel here. You might not even be home in the holidays. You might go somewhere out. I don't know why. I heard Kokomo, the song. You might want to travel the places within that song. And you want to have like a new holiday, but you're just going to have such a good ass time, to a point where you're just gonna be a little silly drunk. You're probably a really funny ass drunk too. I love y'all. But listen, in December, you have chaos and conflict. You have what it appears to be a zebra with giraffe patterns. Interesting. Something chaotic may happen in December, but I actually believe this is a good thing, because you have the alternative judgment card. So I believe that, to me, this is giving me, and you have a whole theme of Scorpio, by the way, so it's crazy. It's just nothing but water energy here. Pisces came through. It is what it is. But anyways, maybe something happened in December that was chaotic and it had a lot of conflict. This is over. A whole year, you are going to be fine, because you have the alternative judgment card. And so after this angel, I don't know why I heard Raphael. I don't know much about my archangel, so I am ignorant about it, but that's the angel I heard. But after the horn was blown and these people have been resurrected, they're going home. And so judgment happened maybe this year, or maybe 2023, maybe 2022. Some kind of judgment happened where it shocked the hell out of you, but it was like I'm getting a vibe to dark night of the soul. Or maybe you had like some kind of ego death that was tumultuous for you. But this is you, I think, with the chaos and conflict. Because I said that this is a zebra that have giraffe patterns. The skin, the old you, it's like the old you has completely died, and it was chaotic and it was needed. And this, in my opinion, is a time of reflection, where you are like full on just maturing to the person you are meant to be. So the fact here in July, you have new life, right? You said what you said to this person, and you left their ass out in the dust. And I fucking love that for you, group too, because I think that's so funny. And I realize you can't see it because of the light, but yeah, like you see the magician, right? And so you are emerging and you are fully maturing. This is like maturation, where you're like, all right, I can go home. I had my fun. I learned my lessons. This was needed. I think you will be in a space where you're more appreciated. And so I don't know why I heard that be more gratitude towards God, source, universe, and, you know, thank them and say, I appreciate this lesson because this is what I always wanted. And I thought I needed it from a partner or from certain people. But you have exposed the light of showing me who they really are. And I am tired of being too nice. I'm in a space of being kind. I recognize that my heart is big, and I recognize I have so much to offer. And any individuals who want to send me bad vibes or want to do bad things, I banish them out of my life. Ooh, group 2, say that please. Ask God, source, universe, anybody that's sending you any bad vibes, anybody who has ill intentions, banish them out of my life. We're not talking about death. We're just telling them to fuck off. It's going to be exposed. And I think, again, this is just giving me, I am reflecting everything that has happened, and I'm in a space of gratitude. I feel like I'm in full maturation of who I need to be, who I always wanted to be. Oh, damn. Group 2, you are powerful as fuck. I love y'all. I love this reading. This is ill. This is dope. This is fly. This is hip. I'm using anything that just signify how amazing this is. But yes, group 2, that concludes your reading. I appreciate you so much for choosing me to be your reader for today. If you like this content, you already know what to do. Until then, I shall see you in another pick a card video. Best wishes, my darling. Talk to you later. Peace. Group 3, what is happening? So not gonna front, I'm on a crunch time. It is 2:06. I gotta leave my apartment by 3 o'clock because I have class. But let's get started in terms of your theme of 2023. Not 2023, what? So I said 2023. That's been long gone, honey. So maybe something significant happened in 2023 for you. But maybe it is a continuation of that particular thing in 2023. But let's go on to 2025. Okay. So we have poet, light attribute, expressing soul insights in symbolic language, shadow attribute, turns a lyric gift to negative or destructive effect. Your words are quite powerful. You have this beautiful melanated lady. I used to look like her, but I got locks now. But she has like this hip thing going on, but her words are very powerful. I think you're going to realize how powerful they are. Everybody is a manifester. You know, the things that we say cast spells. So this is you, in my opinion, that you are being full on mindful of the words you speak, the words you say, the intentions behind those words. Because, for example, people can say, oh, I'm going to have a bad day, and they surrender it. Well, next thing you know, things manifested for that bad day. So instead of just saying that, I am going to have a great day. I am going to feel good today. I am good overall. I am protected. I am going to be safe. I am going to come home safe. You know, things like that. The words, the power of I am is so important. You probably learned that in 2023, considering I accidentally said that year. So, you know, I think you're going to step into that Aries energy because that is their zodiac motto. I am, therefore I am. You are who you are. So you are being careful about that in 2025, and I love that for you. So the next big energy, big theme is freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. You are manifesting happiness for you. I love that. Your words are, again, powerful. So you will say things like, I am free from all my burdens. I am freedom. So it's like you're not using I want freedom. Maybe you said that like maybe a couple of years ago, I want freedom, but you say I am freedom because you are embodying that energy of freedom. But what I find interesting is that you have the card surrender to silence. And it says quiet meditation or contemplation. Let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. This is going to be a nice balance where maybe you are not telling people everything that's going on. This is giving me like high priestess vibes where you're just keeping quiet. So you just say these things to yourself. Maybe if you do live at home, you say words of affirmations, but silence is going to help you. Take some time to meditate. Take some time to go outside. Now, I'm not going to front this castle here, like, it kind of looks dingy and creepy, but if you were to look at it from a different perspective, it could be a nice secluded area where, you know, maybe you want to be left the heck alone. Maybe you don't want to be out and, you know, like in the suburbs or like a hoity-toity city. Maybe you want to go somewhere where it's exclusive for you and a small circle of individuals that, you know, benefit you and you benefit them. Not in a way of using, but just like energetic wise, where they help aid in your happiness or something like that. That is something that I can come up with. So in times where you don't know what to say, don't know what you want to manifest, I think being quiet is great, but still make sure you don't broadcast everything, because ooh, I heard loose lips sink ships. Okay. And I had to make sure the emphasis on the P. Okay. Anyways, you have volunteer here. So with volunteer, you might be doing some more volunteer work. Is what I am picking up. Volunteering your time on something. I can't really tell you exactly what that is, but you know what you need to do. You know what you are planning on doing in 2025. So hell, maybe for some of you, you're in school and maybe you're doing volunteer work for a specific community. I don't know, but that was like an additional message. So big shout out to one of my cohorts. I met her for the first time at a somatic workshop. She knew I liked tarot, so she brought in her tarot card deck called the Dali Tarot, which is from Salvador Dali. And I was like, hey, you know, and I got that the same day she showed me. I got it the same day because it was a sale going on, so it was meant for me. But anyways, the card that pulled out was the Five of Swords. That's going to be the energy. So the Five of Swords is about win-lose situation here. This could be like an argument among other people, among yourself is what I'm picking up. To me, this looks like a lantern fly, and I know we are told to kill them because they are a blight, but perhaps that is not a lantern fly. That's just probably a regular moth or a regular butterfly. But lantern flies do transform and they go through metamorphosis and whatnot. And so to me, I feel like based on the words you are saying, you probably had like some inner mental conflict regarding yourself, where you felt like you were in a space of loser. You're not in a space of loser anymore, is what I've been told, because you know the arts of manifesting. You know when to keep quiet. Like I said, loose lips sink ships. So you've learned this lesson. Now you're about to transform and use these skills. So in this book, they have practical advice for you. So it says, use your knowledge fruitfully. Consider the two swords lying on the ground and ask yourself whether you understand the power of your untapped thoughts and can appreciate the joy of overcoming and discarding old doubts. Ooh, I love that. Beware of empty promises and unfounded speculations. Live fully in the present moment. Reassess what you consider to be good and beautiful. You know you are on the right track when you are happy and have learned to marvel again. I love that for you. So yeah, like you are utilizing old lessons here. You again, this to me has a lot to do with speech, a lot to do with what you typically say about yourself. And now that you've learned those lessons, you're definitely going to put that into fruition. So we're going to go to the second part of your reading. I forgot to mention that this is going to be quite a doozy. So I highly recommend you, if you want, to speed it up to either 1.25 or 1.5. But we are about to get started on this now. So yes, we're getting started on this now. And maybe someone likes cats. So hi cat people. Random, there's a group called Black People Love Cats Too on Facebook. I love that group so much because they have such cute kitties. So I don't know, this is for somebody, like, if you know that you're a cat person, anything to do with cat, this is for you. But so January, you have Imagine. So you have this being that's letting go of a moon shaped balloon. So in January, you are imagining things. I'm hearing Solange Knowles when she said, I think she said, Some Things I Imagine. That is the first track of her second album. I just found out that she has a really bad health thing going on. So maybe that's an additional message for somebody regarding health. Maybe you are imagining the worst things about it. So try not to do that. I think with the moon card, let go of doubts and fears. It's giving me, well, it's the Imagine card, but I said moon card. It's giving me like the moon in tarot. But what's happening in January is that you have the Seven of Pentacles associated with this. So whatever you imagine, group number 3, it's blossoming. So again, this is the time and the space to be fully careful in terms of your intentions regarding what you say and what you think. That is hypercritical for you. You could be one of those people that's like, oh my God, new year, new me. And January roll around and for the rest of the year, the gym has been empty as hell. But now everybody has this spark of passion. And they're like, yes, I want to go to the gym. And there's nothing wrong with that. But typically people give up around like maybe the second month, maybe like a few weeks to maybe a couple of months, they give up on their body thing. So for you, I don't think you're doing that. I think you are sowing seeds in terms of what it is that you are imagining in January so it can blossom. And look, I think it's going to pay off because you have happy. There's a beautiful melanated fairy that's crisscross applesauce in a lotus position on top of an egg, and she's smiling. So February is going to be such a chill, great, amazing time for you. And what's associated with this card is the King of Pentacles. So you have a theme of money. Maybe you are starting off your new business. Maybe you have a new business idea or something that is creative that is going to bring a lot of happiness. I don't know why I picture a guitar for whatever reason. Maybe someone is having like their concert or something, because the poet came through. So maybe you're doing something regarding the arts. Maybe with this happy you are finally putting yourself out there, your music. Maybe you are doing something to which you're letting people know who you are, and you are just killing the game because you spent the quality time properly investing on this particular thing. Whoa, that's raw. So in March, you have By the Book, and you have this dominant elephant and 2 other elephants that's holding on each other's tail. So you are doing things by the book. You are following directions. You're making sure that things are going in the right order, on the right track. I love that for you. And this is associated with the 6 of Wands. This is about victory. You are being victorious in this month about whatever it is that you are doing or embarking on, group number 3. This is interesting. In this particular deck, this is giving me 6 of Swords energy, but it says 6 of Wands because there's the boat and then there's these wands chilling where would have been the swords. So in this regard, you might be traveling. You might be moving on or transitioning to the energy of being victorious, getting the recognition that you need with the 6 of Wands. I hear that you are going to be hella protected. I love that for you. So this one, my guides are saying no need to worry. You have the yin energy. You are definitely going to embody the feminine energy here in the month of April. And so this is giving me such Taurus vibes. I don't know why, but in April it is Aries, Taurus in the house. So maybe Taurus season is going to be significant for you. But that pink is just so beautiful. It's relaxing. It's so loving. I love that color. I love the energy from this card. But it's funny, you got 9 of Swords. And it's like, what? So I always look at this little kid as Captain P Pants, because this is a child looking at this demon bird. You are facing your fears here in April, and this could be where you are letting go by not being over controlling. And I think this is giving you anxiety here with the 9 of Swords, because maybe this is something that you haven't tapped into for a long time, like embodying, you know, the feminine energy. And so it can be scary, but I'm hearing that you will be fine. You'll prosper. You are at this point facing your fear, which is cool. And I'm also being told by Spirit, make sure you rest. Like, take time to rest. This is also a card of nightmares. So in the month of May, you have building blocks. To me, this looks like Tetris, but there's a woman standing there, and it's looked like she's facing the past because she's facing the left side. And this card is associated with the Tower. People don't like Tower cards. I do. I have no choice. I'm Life Path 7, and the Chariot and Tower are my tarot cards. So it is what it is. But anyways, you got the Tower, and there's a house standing by the ledge, and any minute it's going to fall. And so I think, because I said something, you looking at the past, the building blocks, I believe group 1 had this card, but totally different message. In this regard, this is kind of you, maybe you, what you thought you wanted to build that is associated with the past. I don't know if it's career or anything like that. It's not working for you. So it's crumbling because that is not the path that you are meant to be on. Maybe, let's say you're in school and you're like, I like going to school here. I like doing this regarding school and this career. But the more I continue on with this course, the more I realize I don't really care for it. This is not to say that you hate the subject matter, but you learned what it was necessary, and you are using those tools to help benefit you in your new career path, is what I'm picking up. But that's just an example. It doesn't really have to be that way. I just want to say that because I said building blocks in the past and there's the Tower, whatever you're thinking about is no longer working. This new seed is coming through, that is letting you know that this is the path that you are working towards. So in June, you have go the distance with this cheetah. So what's interesting about cheetahs is that, yes, they're fast, but you know, humans can outrun cheetahs because we have long distance. And it's interesting, we have 222 in the house. This is my old phone that I use to sleep. But 222 in the house, maybe, you know, that angel number is significant for you. So I highly recommend looking that up and see what that means for the month of June. But they're telling you to go the distance, and I think this path is, you're getting close to the finish line. And it's going to take a lot of strength here, because you have the Strength card. This is Leo energy. This is you being confident in terms of what it is that you are going the distance towards. A lot of courage. There's a figure here that's trying to walk past this lion, and they're not afraid, because it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, so to me, this is like you being in beast mode, like straight hardcore beastie. Like, I don't know what it is that you're planning on doing, group number 3, but I'm excited for you, because you are about to be like on some killer mode in this situation. And it's awesome. Like, I love that for you. So then in July, you have not for you, with a woman holding a chessboard with a fortune cookie that says nope, and there's a door closed. So you're going to find out in July that something is not for you. I'm going to use that school example. This might be a situation where you drop out of school, you drop out of a course, or you leave, just whatever it is. You are leaving it behind because it's just not for you. You trying to build yourself to do it. If anything, I'm feeling lethargic. I'm feeling like this is on some bullshit. And you might have a fear where you are going to disappoint people who expect you to be on a certain path, but you're like, you know what, this is not for me. This is my life. So let's say you're in school, you accumulate debt. You're like, look, it is what it is. I've gained the experience that was needed for me to pursue on to whatever it is that I want to dive into. Ooh. So let's say that you might want to be a music therapist. Maybe you want to go to another school where you might have to travel or go the distance to become a music therapist from now on. Maybe you want to do something. I just keep hearing with music, like you want to do something with music that you're passionate about. Maybe you want to upload more stuff that is for you. But whatever the old stuff is just not. So 2 cards stubbornly showed up. You have the Wheel of Fortune and you have the Knight of Pentacles. So this, I heard luck is coming. Luck is definitely on your side in the month of July here. This is good old Jupiter Sagittarius energy. So things are going to definitely turn in your favor, which is great. As I mentioned, this is Jupiter. This is the planet of luck, but it's also about growth, expansion, optimism, abundance, and understanding in higher education. So it's interesting that I kept talking about school. So again, you might be in a current field somewhere where you're almost finished, but you're like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. So you might go to another school. Luck is definitely on your side, but it's definitely, Spirit saying take your time on this with the Knight of Pentacles. This is still an action oriented card, but this Knight of Pentacles. They take their time getting to their destination. Everybody with the Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, Knight of Cups, some of them are a little too hasty. Maybe that was the energy you were in, but now you're just slowing your roll. And I like that. This is like kind of giving me a nice laid back energy where you fully decided what it is that you really, really want to do. And you're like, I'm about to go with the flow. I love that. Somebody has a kitty because you have the card called Exchange. And there is a ballerina coming from a box. So you have exchanging gifts coming through. Something is being presented to you in the month of August. And the card associated with this is the Page of Chalice. So this is a new energy, new flow of love coming through with this particular card. The love that you are pouring in or pouring out is coming in. Oh, I like that. And I love this pink color. It's something like where you are accentuating your feminine essence. I don't care about gender here, but something about this feminine essence about you is coming through. And then you have this cat that wants to play with the ballerina. So maybe this is the time where, whatever you are leaving behind, you are learning to have more joy. This is going to help you feel more relaxed. And I hear that your anxiety is going away too. So I love that for you. But yeah, the energy you're pouring out is coming in. And this because of you manifesting it. So keep thinking positive thoughts. I love it. So in the month of September, we have the here and now. And there is a fairy on top of an egg. There's a door that's kind of open, but it's a matter of you. When are you going to open it or enter it? But you have the past and the future. So this is you staying present. Being present is high key important for you in the month of September. Don't worry about the past. The past happened, over and done with. But what you do here and now determines your future. And again, this is where you are exercising your voice. And when I say exercising your voice, this might be a time where you're being quiet because a door is open, but then there's like a door that opened, but there's another door that's closed. I think when you stay present and you're contemplating, meditating or whatever, this door is going to open. And again, it just determines your future in the here and now. And with this, you have the Two of Cups. So romance, I guess I don't really pick anything up. I think this is more of a self-sufficient energy for you. Maybe focusing on the here and now, you are going to be dealing with a partnership If it's not romantic, it's probably business. It's probably you. I don't know why I picture a pen and paper where you're signing something. So maybe in September somebody is presenting you with an offer or whatever, and you're thinking about it. You're like, am I gonna do it? I don't know. Like, because in the past I did this, and it's like I don't think about the past. That happened like 500 years ago. Here, think about the present and just fully stay silent. And I think don't talk to people about whatever thing that's being presented, because again, loose lips sink ships. But if you do that, I think you're going to be celebrating what it is that you finally agreed on with the Two of Cups. It's going to bring in a lot of love for you. You're just going to feel really good. I love that. Hey. So you have round and round. There's a guy with some, what looks like a clam shell, not clam, but it's a shell, like a seashell. And so round and round energy wise is that your mind is like overthinking about a few things. It sure is windy outside. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's just like really hot for Halloween. And it's windy, so it's interesting. All right, anyways, my bad. But yeah, you're thinking about something in this particular energy, round and round. It's like a cycle. I call it stereotypical Libra moments. So maybe you're like, oh, that changed my mind. Oh, but I got to think about this. Oh, I got to weigh in my options. I don't know, but this is happening in September. So considering I said Libra, it might happen between Virgo and Libra season in the month of September. But what's associated with this is the Two of Wands. So you're going to be planning something here in September. And I kind of sort of have a little bit of anxiety, but it's going away. I think you're going to eventually make your decision on what it is that you're going to leave behind and keep moving forward. So with the Two of Wands in traditional tarot, you have a guy that there's one wand that appears to be bolted, another one where he's carrying it with him, and there's a globe. So again, it's something about planning. And I think you're looking at your horizons, I'm also hearing you're looking at how far you came in this new venture of yours. Anything else, Spirit? No. All right. Oh, well, they want me to be quiet and keep moving forward. Okay. So that was October. In November, you have time to go. There is a path that you're going. You're going to close this door, and this door is going to be permanently shut. Like, I'm getting a picture with this door. It's like once you close that door, the outline of that door disappears and it just becomes a wall. So you are leaving something. You like, it's time for me to biz ounce. I don't know why I said it like that. I got a biz ounce, and it's like, all right. And what's associated with this is the Knight of Swords. So you are conquering fears. You are using your communication. You made up your mind in terms of what it is that you need to do with the Knight of Swords. And you are killing it. Like, this person, there's that demon bird again. And I want to say that you are tackling your fears and your anxiety here, group number 3. You like, you know what? I got to go. I have shit to do. I'm not going to allow fear to hold me back. I'm not going to allow anybody else to hold me back on whatever it is that I want to embark on. Move the fuck out of my way, or you will be left behind. I got to go. And it's like, oh, well, excuse me. It's what I'm picking up. I don't know why I get a sense that you are moving locations. Let's say you are living in Ohio, for example. You might not live in Ohio. You might want to move out of state. Or maybe it's a city or a county like Cuyahoga County or Portage County or whatever. You're moving counties, but it's just giving me a sense where it's time to go. You're packing stuff and you're getting out. And I'm hearing, hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no mo, no mo. And I don't think that it's like a partner, but it's just, again, anybody that is holding you down. You're like, you're just, you ain't for me, buddy. So that's what I'm picking up. So December, you have chop wood. So I'm just picking up energy of this card, but there's a door open. This is a broom and what it looks like a mop bucket or a couple of buckets. I think in December you are cleaning house. Let's say if you are moving, you are cleaning stuff up, or maybe you're just sweeping things that no longer resonate with you, and that is cool too with the chop wood. And I think a chop wood is that you are breaking down foundations and burning it, because what do you do with chop wood? You either build something with that wood or you're burning something with that wood. But what's interesting, you got Neptune in a house with Hanged Man, and there's a guy that looks like he's dead as fuck, and he's getting eaten by piranha. So it's like, what the heck is going on? What? All right. So what I'm picking up here with chop wood and the Hanged Man, this is about you looking at things from a different perspective with that Hanged Man energy. This is giving me a vibe where I don't like those piranhas. I ain't gonna front. I am not gonna front group number 2. So I'm actually going to get a bootleg version of this deck, and I'm gonna ask for clarifiers. Hold on just a second. Okay, so there's the bootleg version of this deck, and I want to know, what is the Hanged Man in chop wood for December for group number 3, please, Spirit? Can you clarify that? Because it's like, what? Because I didn't like the piranhas. If the Hanged Man come out again, I'm going to laugh. But let's see. So we have the 8 of Pentacles. I would like another card. I heard 2 more, so I'll do that. Pentacles are coming through, buddy. Damn. Oh, yo. Okay, bonus card. So you have the Page of Pentacles, the Empress, the 8 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Pentacles. Look, money is coming. And maybe with this different perspective, you don't know what to do with it. Maybe you're not seeing it, but it's because it's taking its sweet time, and there's this big ass siren coming through. So maybe that is a confirmation. But you're going to just fully embody this Empress energy. The fact that Yin came out in the month of April, that you are embodying your feminine essence, I think what's scary for you is that things are coming into fruition. Like, you have a balance of your masculine and feminine energy, where everything that you worked hard for, you are receiving it because of that hard work. And it's definitely coming through with the 8 of Pentacles. This is something that you've been holding on too tightly about, that you've been wanting it. And I think you're going to loosen the grip with the 4 of Pentacles, because this is a card of like saving, holding on, gripping, being kind of stingy. You're letting that go. I think, to me, you're letting go of this. It's not the 5 of Pentacles, but it's kind of giving me that lack mentality. But you are definitely embodying in your feminine essence, and that's going to work so much in your favor, group number 3. And once you have the proper investment, I feel like in 2026, this coin that is being presented to you, you're going to use that for your next adventure, in terms of, all right, I did the investments here. Now, where do I want to plant this seed and do it all over again? And I think that is so cool. So I think with Hanged Man, you're definitely going to figure out, what are you planning on doing with the extra money that you have to properly invest. Definitely giving me Taurus Libra vibes here in this reading. Definitely giving me like, I'm all about that coin. The fact that Pentacles have been coming out, it's just letting me know, like, 2025, you are just fucking abundant. I don't know much about personal years, but I know it has something to do with your life path. So definitely Google search personal year and see what personal year are you going to fall under. So for example, personal year for me is 8. So in 2025, it's going to be a 9. Now, again, use a calculator for that particular thing. So that's like an additional message for somebody who might be into that. But yeah, look at it. Maybe for some of you, this is personal year number 8, where it is about abundance. But I'm not going to hold you too long, group number 3. I loved all readings. I thought all of them were freaking cool. I appreciate you so much for choosing me to be your tarot card reader. If you enjoy this content, you already know what to do. Until then, I shall see you in another pick a card video. Best wishes, my darling. Talk to you later. Peace.